How's it going, everybody? I know I usually don't do these kinds of videos, but since Ubisoft gave us such a nice teaser, might as well give it a go. New season starts next week on the 15th, so we'll have the actual reveal tomorrow already, but that gives us one day to wildly speculate. I'll put tons of links to all the sources down in the description so you can knock yourself out with research yourself. So here is what Ubisoft gave us, and this is what we know on top of it. New skin releases next week with the season launch, and the new hero comes mid-season. Now, this little video is what they gave us on Twitter. In the foreground, we have an armillary sphere. Without going into too much detail, that device was used to solve astronomical problems. It originated in China, but made its way to India, to ancient Rome, to the Middle East, to medieval Europe, and well, you guessed it, that thing won't tell us where our new hero is from. My guess is it's just a hint at some star constellation. As you can see, in the middle of the sphere is another circle, and in that one is a constellation. I did my best and looked at the 88 known star constellations, but from what I can tell, the one in that clip here, it's a made up one in my opinion. If you are someone deeply invested in this topic or simply have better shape observation skills, let me know down below and please correct me here. It just seems random to me that they choose a non-existing constellation here instead of giving another subtle hint. But oh well. Let's look at the background, because the circle the constellation is in is part of the background. We have a spinning Rub el-Hizb, or otherwise known as the Islamic star. It was used for the recitation and memorization of the Quran, and Arabic calligraphy used it to mark the ending of a chapter. Take that as you will. So before we go down the Arab rabbit hole, I want to look at the sword. It's not big enough to be Wardens or Highlanders, and not wavy enough to be Warmongers. So my guess is Black Prior, same as I replied in the initial tweet. That one probably hints at the next hero skin, which would mean they skipped Tiendi as the fourth and final Vanguard. Kinda understandable on one hand, since I don't think he has that high a pick rate compared to a knight character. So everybody prepare to face a ton of Black Priors in the weeks to come. We also know that the hero skin of each season is linked to the respective theme. And this time the theme is dictated by the new hero, so the skin has to abide by that rule. This is why we have a Leper Raider skin, because Bolthorn had to be Egyptian themed following Medjay's release. I don't know whether we can make a Crusader analogy here for this reason, so I'll better stop. You decide for yourself how much sense that makes. But yeah, pretty sure it's a Black Prior hero skin. Next clue then, the scheduled reveal stream on YouTube and its thumbnail. A burning city in the desert. The night sky with a single very bright star. In general, lots of emphasis on the night sky, a very clear one at that. There are tons of named stars, so take your pick which one it could be and what the hint is, if it even is one. But yeah, the city shape, I'm pretty sure we are in Arabia. As many might have guessed, I'm not an expert of the history of that area and its inhabitants. And we also know that a Persian hero has been one of the more requested ones. So, if we look at a previous survey that Ubisoft handed out, we can see some of the options. Persians are on that list, but since the thumbnail and the video clearly put us on the Arabian Peninsula in terms of location, we need to consider all other options from the survey as well, meaning all cultures that had conquered that region. The Persians did it during the rule of Achaemenid and Sasanian Empire. Feel free to correct my pronunciation here. But it wasn't only them that conquered it, so did the Ottomans. As you can see on the maps, they didn't care much for the actual desert itself, but I guess it's fair to say they were still in charge. The Mongols didn't care much for the desert, so we can rule those out. So I'd say we can focus on Persians and Ottomans here. Any one of you have some proper knowledge here, please feel free to share and give your speculation. Now, with these two cultures, we obviously have dozens of different weapons to choose from, which makes this nothing but a guessing game. Not even a 50-50. What a tragedy. So yeah, that's as much as I'm able to tell really. I guess we can take a gander and speculate about what weapon the new hero might have, but I'll leave that to you guys. Also feel free to disagree with any of my assessments here. My Discord has a special channel just like every season, so feel free to jump in there and participate. Links are down below. Hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.